Oh my gosh, she's here. Hi.
I am so sorry about that. Good evening.
It's okay.
Nice.
How are you?
I'm amazing. It's nice to finally talk with you.
Yes, and looking fabulous in red. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Oh my gosh. Wait, but before we continue, how do you say good evening in Tagalog?
Magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi.
Perfect. You did it perfectly. Very good.
I'm so
Very good. So thank you
happy.
so much for allowing me to have this interview with you because of course it is
Anytime.
one way for many pageant fans to know more about you as well as you prepare for Miss Universe 2020.
Yes, I'm so excited. Like, it's so close. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
It's like not
exactly.
far
I mean
away
the
at
date is
all.
very close. So I'm
Exactly.
so
Oh my God.
excited
Well,
for you
thank
and
you.
for
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'm so
like
excited for you and
really.
for all the contestants.
Oh yeah, I think we have a really amazing group of girls this year. So I'm literally like thrilled to meet everyone, interact with everyone, and it's just gonna be amazing all together. So yeah, it's nice to get
Exactly.
on the stage.
That yes, it's going to be something that everybody will look forward to see.
Absolutely. Yes. Wonderful.
Now, before we begin, I mean, we will now begin by you introducing yourself to all of our followers here. Introduce
Yeah.
yourself, your age, educational background, and anything else that you wanted our viewers right now to know more about you.
Okay, Alvin, before I introduce myself, let me just fix the camera a little.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a better angle. So, hello everyone. My name is Chelsea Tayui, also known as Miss Universe Ghana. To those of you who, may not know, I'm 25 years old and I got my bachelor's degree in communications from DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. My hobbies are reading, exercising, cooking, and spending quality time with my family and close friends. I would say I have a grand passion for helping others, but more importantly, for making an impact. And Miss Universe has always been a lifelong dream of mine through which I can engage the world and become a voice for the voiceless people of my country, Ghana. So, with all that said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm preparing heavy, and we're going in headstrong.
Yes, that's so beautiful. Thank you very much. And I'm pretty sure that you will come very prepared for the
Oh
pageant.
yeah, definitely. It is something that, little girls really dream of, and for it to come true is just all amazing all in one.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Now, can you please share to us your journey in getting the Miss Universe Ghana 2020 title?
Exactly. So, we all are familiar with COVID-19, and COVID, I don't know if it changed the world for the better or for the worse, but certain practices and certain restrictions were put in place for us to have a normal pageant. So, we had to have an appointment. And, when you would audition for whoever would be picked, you would eventually get a call to come back and do something else, come back and do something else. And so when I found out that I was actually appointed, I was literally over the moon. I was very grateful to be afforded with the opportunity. And it's not really an opportunity or a blessing that I take lightly, especially since my dream is involved in it. So, yeah, that's really how it all happened.
Very good. So, I mean, did you expect that you will be chosen as Miss Universe Ghana?
I would say, yeah, because I gave it my all. And I feel like whenever I give something my all, if it's meant for me, it'll happen. And if it isn't, then that's okay too. But I know when you throw your effort like 150% behind anything, like the best is yet to come.
Exactly. Thank you very much for that. But before I proceed to the next question, there's actually people here on the chat that says if you could adjust your cam a little bit.
Sure, let's try this. Thank you for saying that because that was actually bothering me and I wasn't sure how I was gonna get up and like do that. Is this okay?
Perfect. I think that's perfect. Lift a little
Yay! I
bit.
don't I
I
hope
mean,
I'm
down a little bit.
like, like this.
Perfect. Very
Okay,
good. Great angle.
good.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
You're welcome. All
Now,
anything for you.
yes, after being crowned as Miss Universe Ghana 2020, are there any challenges, obstacles, or difficulties that you have encountered? If yes, how did you overcome those challenges?
Yes, there were a lot, especially in the beginning, because um, I was had to go through a lot of interviews, and some of them were back to back to back to back. So you would think you wake up at 5 a.m., you're going to be done by like, okay, maybe 9, 10, 11, or 12. But then it goes like all day. And then sometimes you may not really have the opportunity to eat in between. So before you know it, the
Oh,
day runs away
wow.
from you. And it's just like, wow, you're so tired at the end of the day, but you're still so like satisfied because you know that you killed the interviews. So yeah, I mean, balancing my time was difficult here and there, but I think I have the hang of it now. Like I used to hate waking up early, and now it's like I don't really have a choice. My body is used to it, and it just flows with it altogether.
Yes, that's very good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Aside from competing and
Mm.
representing your country in Miss Universe, what do you think is the most important role of being a Miss Universe Ghana in your country?
For me, I would say being a role model and leading by example through compassion. And ultimately, like I always say, being a strong voice for the voiceless people of my country, because that's actually why I chose autism as my platform. And it's so unfair, Alvin, because people with autism are unfortunately discriminated against due to their impaired communication skills. And up until recently, I think in the Volta region where my family is from, there was a family who actually poisoned their own child due to having autism and having a lot of lack of awareness and
Wow.
knowledge on it. And I didn't see any outrage or any backlash due to that, not from the government, not from anywhere. Everyone was just kind of like expected that that would happen, like it was a normal thing. And, for me, I am someone who would stand up for what's right, even if it means I stand alone. So, with all of that being said, I think, like, your voice is one thing, but your actions are a completely different thing that can really change the universe for the better.
Exactly. I mean, wow. That's terrible based on this
Yeah,
experiences that you've shared. I mean, I have no words. But
no worries.
thank you though for being their voice and opening it up. I mean, that's something that people needs to talk about. I mean, everyone needs to be given attention. No,
Everyone.
even if you have autism, I mean, you're still
Yeah.
human.
Absolutely. Like everyone was put on this planet for a reason, and I don't understand why like that their life should be taken away from them due to them being different. Everyone is different, but everyone deserves love at the beginning and end of the day. So, yeah.
Exactly. So thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
voicing that out and making
Yeah.
sure that everyone will be heard and talking about those issues that people tend to avoid because
Yes.
that's really the purpose of Miss Universe,
You
to
said
speak
it.
about something
Yes,
that people
exactly.
tend to avoid. Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, how important it is for you to get a placement in Miss Universe?
It is of utmost importance for me. I want this crown for all the people who have autism, not only in Ghana, though, but globally. I think that, when we come together as a collective unit, we can offer them tools for them to live and lead a normal life just like anyone else. It's not really one person who can really make all the difference, but one voice can gather a lot of different individuals to become a stronger voice and then take that legacy and journey to the next level. So that's why it's so important to me. I can't even express to you how I feel just talking about it. So I look forward to it.
Exactly, because once you are Miss Universe Ghana, I know your platform is bigger, but once you win Miss Universe, it will give you a much bigger platform and more people to reach. So that's
Yes.
something that Miss Universe and even other pageants that's their way of helping these candidates that have a goal, a purpose when it comes to helping
Exactly.
other people.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's the beauty, that's the power that lies in and outside of the beauty as well. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Now, you have already mentioned about autism as your advocacy, but I will still ask, why did you choose that one as from many? other advocacies?
I chose autism because my younger brother was born at 24 weeks. He was the size of my iPhone, and his leg was the size of my pinky,
Wow.
and his foot was the size of my pinky fingernail. And I saw what my parents went through, just realizing that he had something that there was not a lot of information on back then. So, with the early intervention and everything that they did to help him at such an early age, today I can honestly say he's like a normal 18-year-old ready to go to university, and his challenges are not as severe today due to what my parents did back then. And here in Ghana, I just see that the stigma around autism is still very fervent in our society. So I want to eliminate that. I want to bring in early intervention. That is the key. Prevention is always better than cure. And I want to just show the world that Ghana can handle this just as well as any other country can. And we can all just come together for the collective good.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm very glad that you're using your personal experiences with this
Yeah.
advocacy of yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I birthed the love for it. So I think when you have a personal connection to your platform, it just reaches a lot more people, and it just helps your voice to ripple across nations.
Very good. Thank you so much. Now we'll go to the pageant side of this interview now. I'm pretty sure that you have already seen of most of the confirmed contestants so far in Miss Universe
Yeah,
2020. This is kind of a tricky
absolutely.
question. Many contestants have already avoided this question before, but I will still ask it anyway. Can you name five ladies, at least five ladies, that you would consider as strong competitors?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we're all in a WhatsApp group, right? So we all like communicate
Yes.
with one another. I would say Adeline for sure. India, she just has this vivacious energy to her when I view her photos and just look at some of the things she's done. And Amanda Thailand, like you said, she has these eyes that are so compelling, and it's just really, I'm like, wow, like her eyes are quite beautiful, honestly. And Maria, Australia, I love how eloquent she is.
Mm,
We follow one another, and I think she really is an example of someone who's using their voice for the voiceless. Like if you look at all her posts and all her captions, she's really killing the game. Chile, of course. She to me, she's like a triple threat. Like I don't know, it's her energy, it's her aura, which is a good thing, not in a bad way. How many was that? I said Australia,
four.
Chile, Adelaide, India four. There was one other one. Okay, Miss USA, of course. I love the fact that she is Miss USA, even though she's one of the younger ones of the group. I think she's 22 or 21, one of the two. But yeah, it's a really great group of girls. And I love the fact that this year we have the most, I think, the most black girls that Miss Universe has ever had.
Mm.
So yeah, there's something to be said for that.
And it's a very competitive batch as well. So it is
Yes.
a great honor for you and for all the ladies to be part of this. I would say one of the strongest batch, if not the
Yeah.
strongest, in history of the
It is.
pageant.
It is. And I'm so happy because we come from so many different ethnic, multiracial backgrounds. And the fact that we can all just come together and represent our enriching culture for what it really is, that means a lot. And it stands for so much. It's so significant that I feel like all of us should take not lightly at all. It's a once in a
Exactly.
lifetime
And
opportunity.
in comparison to the previous editions, I'm not saying that the previous editions are a weak batch, but compared to the previous editions, it's like very easy for us followers of the pageant to pick the top 15, top 20. But this year,
Ah,
it is a struggle to
woo!
pick a top 20. And after picking a top 20, you'll just realize, oh my gosh, you have left out a lot of stronger contestants out of the top 20. I mean, this
Yeah.
is going to be amazing, but at the same time, exciting.
Very exciting. It'll be really difficult for the judges, but I think I know and I trust that they'll make the right decision, honestly.
Exactly. And the thing about that as well is that many pageant fans, for example, are, let's be honest, that most pageant fans their attention are usually going to the pageant powerhouses, the lady who gives the
Yeah,
most updates. But let us not forget that there are contenders who are silent hard workers. And these are
very
usually the
true.
ones that pull surprises in the final. So this is going to
Yeah.
be a real battle just for a top 20 placement.
Exactly. And I think that that helps build up the momentum and the suspicion as to
E-
who is going to win. I love that. I mean, if you you got to do what works for you, you know?
Exactly. And no, as a pageant follower, no one wants a predictable result. We wanted something exciting, something
Yeah.
that, wow, we did not expect that.
Yes, I so get you. I can totally see that. That makes so much sense. Yeah, for me
But what's
too. Like,
amazing about,
yeah,
go ahead.
honestly. No, I was saying like in anything in life, when something really just is not what you expected, maybe because you had your favorite over here, or you know you're betting on this one over there. I mean, it's really all about the element of surprise. So it works out either way, in every way.
Yes, but what's amazing about IMG when IMG took over in Miss Universe is that the top three, the top five, the top 10, it feels like once you see them, you can really tell that these ladies surely deserve their placements.
Yes, exactly.
So
I
this
mean,
is why we have our trust that even if our predictions are not really 100% perfect, but during the competition, they are showing to us that these ladies that they are putting in the top 20, they are putting in the top 10, and they are crowning as the winner are all deserving contestants.
absolutely. You know, you got to give credit where it's due. I mean, when you work hard for anything, I mean, you get what you put in. So it works. I mean, it's amazing. I cannot wait.
Yes. And let me just ask you something. When Zoe Bini Tunzi was crowned as Miss Universe 2019, can you please give us one message that it gives to the society? Because Zozibini isn't really that type of contender that we usually see as Miss Universe, but there she was crowned as Miss Universe. What do you think is the message that the Miss Universe is trying to send?
So you actually just named my favorite Miss Universe contestant of all time. I have a couple favorites, but she by far is my favorite because of that reason. Not only did she change the standard of beauty as we know it, like with her
Mm,
short hair and you know showcasing it for the beautiful hair that it is, but Alvin, there is something about Zozabini's beauty that is just captivating. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. I have studied her, I have watched all her videos and all her interviews, and you almost feel like you've known her forever. She's not pretentious,
mm,
she's not fake, she's not a put on, she's not superficial because honestly, like I've been in pageantry for quite some time now, and you see the ladies who can perform amazingly on stage, but behind the scenes, it's like they're kind of catty towards the other contestants. And I'm
mm.
like, then did you really deserve the crown? Like, you know, it's the content of your character that's really going to anchor the universe into you. So, with all of that said, she is beautiful from the inside out. I mean, her soul, everything. I think they made the right decision. I really do.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. So in that case, I will not be asking anymore who is your favorite Miss Universe because it's already a giveaway. It's
Yeah,
Zozibini Tunzi. I mean, she's amazing though. And
she
as what I have
is.
said before, her victory definitely shattered the standard of beauty as we know it. And that's good
Yeah,
because it opened
yeah.
a lot of doors for everyone, that everyone could be Miss Universe
Who they
regardless
want.
on how you look and how
Yeah.
the society view you.
Yeah, exactly. How you perform, like her performance, I think what her platform was relatable to everyone. Every female can relate in
Yes.
some way or another. So yeah, it's something that, you know, the world is changing more than it's staying the same. And, you know, change is quite good if you ask me. You know, it's an amazing thing to witness and be a part of.
Yes, and I'm glad that you mentioned about being relatable because that's what we see right now. We are seeing winners who are relatable to young women, even to young
Yeah.
men who are following the pageant. So that's really one important factors that we have observed with the pageant.
Yeah, absolutely. I think pageantry is a world that's foreign to a lot of human beings who are not following it. So, when you follow it, you have all these assumptions and opinions, but at the beginning and end of the day, it's really about who you are as a human being. So that ultimately is what's going to bring the crown to you.
Thank you. Now, let me continue the question. Can you please name one Miss Universe Ghana who inspired you the most and why?
I would say Miss Mene Donkor. She is actually my national director, but she was Miss Universe Ghana back in 2004. And I really see how hands-on she is with the organization and with me as well. She treats the organization like it's her baby. And with me, she's provided a lot of helpful tips that would take you very far at Miss Universe. And before I got into the pageant, I'm like, okay, but why can't I do this, or why can't I wear this? Like, I think it'd look great on me. And she's like, yeah, it would, but if you just take it up a notch higher, it would do wonders for you. So she has really been a leading example for me to follow, and I think she really deserves a lot of the accolades that I receive now. So yeah, that's really all.
And someone also asked here in the question that do you think it is more beneficial to have a national director who have competed in Miss Universe before?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Whoever asked that question, God bless you. Let me just address that right now because you kind of have like your foot halfway in the door. They know what goes on, they know how fast paced it is, they know how professional you have to be. So when they pass that knowledge on to you, it's like, wow, thank you. I appreciate you so much for that. Her experience won't be like mine won't be like hers, but we have similar expectations. So that's wonderful.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. Now let's proceed to our pageant question. This is more of a pageant related questions, something that could or have been asked in pageants before. So let's start with my pageant question number one. What do you think can other countries learn from your country, Ghana, that many do not know about yet?
Yeah, well, if you haven't been to Ghana, Alvin, you have to come when the pageant is over. I mean, honestly, Ghana is the gateway to Africa. It is the very visible symbol of the emerging economies on the great changing continent. I would say that, due to its rapid economic growth and large population, it makes it like an emerging consumer market for private sector investments. Up until recently, we were one of the only African countries, if not the only African country, that had four living presidents who had peaceful
Wow.
transition power. So that's very unheard of for an African country to have that. Ghana is also known as the beacon light of democracy. We have a lot of natural resources like oil, gold, you name it. But one thing I love about Ghanaians the most is their hospitality. They're very welcoming to foreigners like yourself. Come to Ghana, we'll show you a great time. We'll provide you insight to our enriching culture such that you get to know us and get to love us as well. So I think they can learn a lot from all of that.
Thank you for sharing that. And by the way, you say, when you said Ghana, the gateway of Africa, it really sounds majestic. I mean,
Oh, it
sounds beautiful,
doesn't.
sounds, it's actually quite interesting. I mean, it makes us want to visit Ghana.
Oh, you should. You will love it. When you do, let me know, okay? If
We sure will.
yes, all of you who are watching as well.
Thank you so much for sharing about your beautiful country. Now, next question. How can you convince people that there's so much more to you than just the beauty of face?
So I think that I know that this would boil down to my personal convictions. I'm somebody who's full of compassion and generosity, and I like to leave people better in a better state than how I met them. Whether it's cracking a joke or making them smile, or complimenting them to boost their self esteem, or just being that listening ear for them or that shoulder to lean on for them to know that Chelsea's there for you and Chelsea's going to help you in whichever way you need, as long as it's benefiting the world and them in some capacity. I think that in order to be Miss Universe, you really have to have your heart open to everyone and to everything. Alvin, there's nothing that's going to change the universe more than positivity will. That is a fact. So the more positive you are, the more welcoming and compassionate and charitable, the more people want to be around you and the more they appreciate you and love you.
That's very beautiful. Thank you very much. I really love it. And that's very true though. I mean, in a world right now where negativity are flourishing, especially in social media, it's always amazing
Yeah.
to see people who are fighting back by just keeping it positive, spreading positivity, and that's something that we really need to build in this social media,
Yeah.
especially here, especially
Yeah.
you, of course, in the world of pageantry, where many
Yeah.
contenders like you do not understand your struggles, and other pageant fans are just, judging you just based on looks without knowing that there's so
Yeah.
much more to all of you.
There's, yes, you really have to get to know people in order to form an opinion about them, an honest opinion about them. So I think that everyone really just needs to give everyone a chance without judgment, without holding anything back. Just take people as they are, you don't have anything to hide, you don't have anything to prove. Just take me as I am. That's really all.
Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're
And the
welcome.
next question is, this is going to be, many people are collecting actually this kind of answers. So we'll see how you do it.
Okay.
Why should you be the next Miss Universe?
I should be the next Miss Universe because I think I gave you a lot of similar answers before. But honestly, I think that the universe would be safe with me as Chelsea. I think that I'd be a great ambassador to people who maybe are not as confident or are not as assured with themselves. I would want everyone to know that God made you perfectly just the way He did. And there's nothing that you have to change, there's nothing that you have to prove. Just come as you are, and people will really love you for that. Be filled with compassion, be filled with giving back to the less fortunate, because that's really all that's going to take you from one level to the next. It's really not about how much you have or how much you did, but it's really all about how you make people feel. That's really all there is to it.
Very good. That's really beautiful, especially when you said that the universe would be safe with me. I mean, I love that. That's really good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much too. And before I proceed to my final question, I will actually ask you to do something that I also asked the previous contenders that I
I
have
think I
interviewed
know what you're going
here.
to ask me.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, because they are also same as the previous question. Many people are also collecting this clip. They're doing the compilation, so you better make sure that it's going to be amazing. Now I'm going to ask you
Yes.
to give us a sample introduction. Give us a glimpse of what we're going to see and we're going to hear when you introduce yourself in Miss Universe. Your name and your country.
Okay, so what you're going to hear is Chelsea Tayui representing Ghana. So I hope that was loud enough for you.
Yes, we heard it very
Yes.
well. Thank you very much. And I'm sure it will be much, much better once you are on the Miss Universe stage.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because you
I
will
don't
already,
have the loudest voice, so I will project it to the best of my ability. Yeah.
but it was great. Thank you so much for sharing that and for giving us something that we would hear and see when you are on that stage while we are watching you on that stage.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for having me on your live and then for just providing me with this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you to everyone who is watching, seeing. I can't really read all your questions because I'm far away, but I will get back to you, each and every single one of you who is asking me something. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, of course. Now, final question. What will be your message to the people who are supporting you and will be supporting you all the way to the Miss Universe 2020 finale?
I would say that I need your support and your encouragement more than ever. This crown is for us. You will see everything from action backing up words. And follow my Instagram that is above. It's I am Chelsea Tayui. One word, you guys are going to get a lot of updates leading up to Miss Universe. I'm working heavily behind the scenes, doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So without further ado, you guys will be pleasantly excited and shocked at the same time, if I can say that. And yes, thank you so much for all your support. Kindly also follow my Twitter as well, Chelsea Tayui, and then just be an amazing supporter. That's all.
Thank you very
I
much.
love
And
you
we
guys
sure
so
will.
much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we will make sure that we will be following your journey to the Miss Universe 2020 pageant. And we will be here supporting you. Even if you can't hear our cheers, we will be here supporting you.
Oh, thank you. It's much appreciated, Alvin. God bless you guys, and you too, Alvin. Have an amazing rest of your evening, and I'll have an amazing rest of the day.
Yes. Yeah. What's that? Your coffee or tea or?
It's coffee. I'm a coffee addict. I know it's not the best habit, but I can't deal without it. So I have
It's
I
okay.
actually
Everybody
spent.
loves coffee.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Every Many people loves coffee.
I know here in Ghana is more of like a tea drinking country. But it's okay. I have my coffee, so I'm happy. Yeah. Oh,
It's fine. Anyway, thank you
yeah.
very much for giving me this opportunity to know more about you. And I'm very happy as well that we had this conversation. I'm so excited. And we will be uploading this on YouTube as well for those who were not able to see this because there
Mm,
are people as well who are not on Instagram that prefer to watch it on YouTube. So
you
I really hope
do.
they will watch this as well so that they will be able to
Yeah.
see how amazing you are as a representative of Ghana going into Miss Universe.
Thank you all so much. I love you. And if there's anything else I can say, have an amazing rest of your day. Keep up with my social media. As I always say, you'll be pleasantly surprised. And yeah, you'll be surprised. Because I think I was one of the girls that people are saying that I don't post enough. So you
Mhm.
guys will be pleasantly surprised.
Yes, we
So
will be
yeah.
looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Alvin. You have an amazing day, okay?
You too. Thank you very much, Chelsea, and have a wonderful day too.
You